Hello, and welcome to Feed The Direwolf with me, the most derpy one, aka MrSuryt. Now, I was going to do a little bit more, not with Hunter's handgun, but with the actual mod that it's from. There's a lot of people have been telling me, there's nothing in it, it's not worth it. I've had a look through some of the stuff, and it's nothing really that is game-changing or necessary, but there's some neat little things in there. So I was going to have a look at a few of those today. The weatherless rose might actually be useful, for example, whilst I'm wearing this armour, the power armour, just because it doesn't prevent the wither effect, whereas the wither rose does. There's infinite water, like a bucket for infinite water, and holy hand grenades. There's a few interesting little things, but I'm not actually going to do that. Not today. And there's a reason for that, and the reason I am blaming the rest of the Mixtapecraft remix members. I've been watching a few of their videos, and if you have, you'll have noticed that they are getting into bees big time. And they've convinced me to get into bees too. Well, they haven't exactly, been trying to, but just watching all the bee stuff, I want to get into it again, and I have spent all day on bees. All day today breeding bees and building aviaries, and I haven't actually got the aviary built yet. I've been too lazy to, but that's the eventual goal, I guess. So yeah, there is a lot of work that goes into bees. I'm going to sleep here, may as well, just so my bees can keep going. I've actually got a bed back down where I've been working as well, but I wanted to come up here. Whoop! Ooh, starting to get the hang of this suit. So this is where I've been working. This is my bee house. At the moment it is nothing too special. I have a bed. I have myself some apiaries. Ooh. And a lot of these things. Which, I'll show you these things. Actually, I can show you right now how to make these. These are the apiaries chest. And they're made using 5 honeycomb, a chest, and a piece of glass. They're actually not too bad. They're relatively cheap, which is why I've got so many. I will be getting rid of these, well, not getting rid of, but reducing the number. Now, I had these here. This is one of the thing that at the moment is was quite frustrating, and it's partially my fault. I actually left Minecraft running whilst I was preparing dinner tonight, and my other half came in to do a little bit of her work. Wasn't paying attention to Minecraft being on while she was setting up. She had the power tool selected, and she had destroyed half of my chests. By the time I found out, all the bees had despawned. So I've actually lost about 7 hours worth of breeding today. Which is quite frustrating, which is also the reason why this episode may be a little bit late. But anyway, I'll put my gun back there. There has been an update to the Direwolf pack, which is why some things are a little bit different. The power tool, for example, has changed its appearance. Actually, try the gun. It still looks the same in the hand though. I don't want to throw that gun away. It's quite slow running around with the power tool. Even flying is, well, actually you don't fly, you just fall. So anyway, let's get into it. There's a few things that I've been using I'm going to run through with you. And the first thing will be the frames. Now, I have actually cheated a little bit on 1 or 2 of these frames. Actually, only 1 of them. But I'll get to that in a minute. You have your 3 basic frames. You've got the untreated frame, you've got your impregnated frame, and then you've got the proven frame. Now, the untreated frame is a piece of string with stick. Silly spider. Oh, that was convenient, actually. I do actually use a fair bit of string in this. Yeah, so the untreated frame is sticks around a piece of string. The impregnated frame is impregnated sticks around a piece of string. And for impregnated sticks, you need 2 pieces of wood log in the carpenter with seed oil. Thankfully, I've actually had this today. Whilst I've been working with the bees, this thing actually filled up. So I've been getting a lot of seeds from it. One of the better options would be a watermelon farm. Watermelon, you get a lot of seeds for your watermelon. It grows right quite fast. Strangely enough, one of the better with these new multi-block farms, one of the better ways of making a watermelon farm is no longer using forestry. It's actually using Thaumcraft. Golems are fantastic, so I'll do that at some point, just because my seed oil is running low over there. Yep, the next one of your, well, I guess vanilla forestry frames is your proven frame. You can't actually craft this one. You have to get this one from a villager, a bee villager. Now, all these 3 frames, they actually do the exact same thing. That is, they increase the production of the apiaries by 10% each. So with 3 frames in there, you're 30% faster. It was actually a nerf for the apiaries when they put these in, just because on a multiplayer server you could get the bees going, off you go, come back the next day, and you've got everything you want. So yeah, they've made these so that in effect the speed now without a frame is 70% of what it used to be without the 3 frames, that is. The reason you go for the different ones is the harder ones to get out of the vanilla, they have a longer life to them, a durability, greater durability, I think that's what it is. There are, of course, quite a lot of more frames added with extra bees, and with your Thaumcraft, you've got your magic ones now as well. So we'll look at the extra bee ones. You've got the chocolate frame. That's the first one. This kills faster, kills your bees faster, so it's very useful for breeding and production. You still get the bees at the end and your production, but you don't have to wait as long. And that is cocoa beans with an impregnated frame. Quite useful, that one. Next one is the restraint frame. This is, your bees basically have a smaller range at the cost of production. Yeah, I don't use this one too often. That's impregnated with iron bars. Soul frame is useful, very useful. This one here mutates your bees quicker. So you got soul sand and an impregnated frame. Next one is your healing frame, and that's a longer life but less production. It's there's better frames basically, so I don't use this one too often either. That's clay, 4 pieces of clay around an impregnated frame. And the final one, this one I have cheated in, so don't worry, I'll get rid of it. There is no recipe. The reason for that is, it's kind of a cheat, basically. This is for testing purposes, I suppose. What it does is it pretty much instantly kills your bee, which means you'll get the product, the end product, the bees, and some product out of the bees much quicker. Now, whilst you're watching the... Oh, I'm not in cheat mode, so I can't actually delete it. Oh well, I'll get rid of it later. But anyway, that one you can't actually craft. You can only cheat that one in. There's some useful ones here, particularly the chocolate and your soul. I have been using a few of those, but now you've also got a few other ones, a few of these ones with Thorncraft. All of these need the infusion altar, I believe. Just have a quick little look. Yeah, they're all infusion altar. I'll put them obviously out here in the auto crafting table, so you won't actually see the final product. But if you put them in the infusion altar, you will actually get them. So the first one, we'll do it this way. The gentle frame is beeswax around untreated frame. You do need 4 lignum bistola, 8 of, and 12 seno. Now that's actually, I don't actually like finding this, the heal repair makes sound. What do I usually get that from? I can't recall. Cake, maybe? Golden apples? Anyway, there's a few that you can get that from. The next one is your magic frame, and that's just an untreated frame. An untreated frame in the infusion altar, of course, with lignum, very easy to get, and the bistola? I always pronounce them wrong, but this one here you actually get from bees, I believe. Okay, you've then got your resilient frame. Right here, a magic frame with iron around it. And that needs your lignum, bistola, and permutatio. All 50 V's as well. V. Ooh. Now, this one here is very useful. Relatively costly on the auras, but it is your metabolic frame. Metabolic frame, wow. I do like this one here. And then finally, rotten flesh around an untreated frame gets you your necrotic frame. So what do each of them do? Well, your gentle frame increases the lifespan by 50%, increases the productivity by 40%, lowered mutation rate by 30%. It's got a relatively low durability, blah blah blah, waddle my merds, of only 200. It does add flux to the environment, Seno and Victus I believe it is, and it uses 1 aura per cycle. The next one was your magic frame, doubles B productivity, durability of 240, so pretty much average. It does use 2 aura per tick. That's actually all that it will do. Your iron for your resilient. Yep, resilient. I actually don't really care much for the resilient. It's the same as your magic frame, but it adds flux in, well, a fair bit of flux to the atmosphere. It does have an increased durability. It's actually 600 points higher than the magic frame. It's 840, so it'll last much longer than the magic frame, but you do add flux, and I don't want flux. Not in this immediate area. Back on the other side of the base I've got quite a few pure nodes, so it would have been okay over there, but... Next we have... one of my favourites, of course, is the metabolic frame. Reason for that is it increases mutation by 80%, increases production by 20%, has an extremely low durability though, so they don't last long, 120 for that. It does add flux, permutatio and motus from memory, and it uses 5 aura per cycle. Sounds extreme. If you're using the necrotic frame with this, then you're going to use your flux pretty quick, but usually these small amounts of aura that they use isn't a great deal. The necrotic though, durability of 270, just a little above average, decreases lifespan by 60%, decreases productivity by 25%, it does use 1 point of aura and significant flux. Mortatos or whatever it is, and Vinium flux. Don't quote me on the pronunciations there. But yeah, that one will put quite a bit of flux. You do lose productivity, so in that case you may want to use one of the extra bee ones. But yeah, let's a look at the frames. About the only other thing... I'll have you in there. Oh wait, I'm looking at the wrong one. That's right, I got rid of it. So I have been experimenting with these, using a fair few of these. I don't think I've actually got any in here at the moment. Oh, I've got a few proven frames. I found a village. You can see maybe the waypoint over there, 759. That's another village that I've only just found, surprisingly. I found villages further away than it. Not far behind that is a desert, which I did need for a few modest bees. But we'll get to that. Let's have a little sleep. Maybe? No? Don't want to? Monsters? Oh, yeah. What? I can hear them. I hear them knocking on a door. I don't have any doors out here. Ooh. Ah, there. I seen an arrow fly over my head. Yeah. Was that it? Yes, it was just that one skeleton. Underneath this base here, underneath this floor, is a massive big cavern. We have quite a few mobs down there at the moment too. Oh wow. Wish you could get a machine gun or something like that. That's going to be where I put my machines and liquid storage and all that. So we will get there eventually. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to start showing you a line of bees, how to get to a certain point. It's not the final product, it's something that I am still working on. I'm trying to get to the refined bee. I'm also I haven't even started on the imperial bees, but I do have pretty much all the bees I need for that. Just have to put them together. And I was going to show a few other ones like the diamond bee, which to get to that you need your sapphire bee, the emerald bee, the lapis bee. So I'll end up with a few of those too. I did start on that and it was quite a pain using the rock bees, but anyway, we'll get to that. First thing we're going to do today is we're going to put a forest drone and a meadows princess together. The wiki does say it has to be in this order: princess, well, not the wiki, a lot of the cheat sheets. It doesn't have to be in my own experience. You can have either as a princess, either as a drone. That will make you a common princess. You'll get a common princess out of that. They produce honeycomb. Very useful. And we need the common so that we can mix that with a forest or a meadows. Not both, but one of them. Either one. And that will get you a cultivated princess. A lot of bees are made through the cultivated line. They produce honeycomb as well. And the reason we wanted the cultivated mixed with common, will get you 2 bees actually, possibly even more. But 2 that I do know of, and 2 that I was working towards, is your noble princess and your diligent. Well, not the noble princess, but the noble bee and the diligent bee. Oh, excuse that cut. That was me hitting the mute button on my mic by accident. Okay, so where were we? Yep, the diligent and the noble. Noble produces dripping comb, and diligent produces stringy comb. This is very useful. Stringy comb through the centrifuge will get you propolis. Oh, no, we don't want to cover it. Centrifuge, yeah. You can get this through silky propolis, which is from the jungle bee, I think, maybe. But, oh, what's that? Oh, nothing special. Yeah, that'll... This stuff here, propolis, which you can also get from your stringy comb, obviously, which is exactly what these diligents make, we will be using that. In fact, I have already started using that with the apiarist's pipe, or to craft the apiarist pipe. To make those is a diamond pipe with this propolis on either side. It's very similar to a diamond pipe, except it's the options in there are specific for bees. You have a lot of different options for bees. So yeah, very useful for automating bees, which we will be doing. Okay, if you mix a noble with a diligent, and ooh, hey, I didn't notice that before. That diligent has nocturnal. I may just be wanting to use that one. But anyway, yep, you mix the diligent and the noble, and you'll get these guys. Well, you will spend a lot of time trying to get these guys, or at least I did. That's the ancient. Ancient produces ancient comb. It's... look, I keep some of these in here. I do have them going, a pure strain somewhere around here. Right there. I don't need them. I don't, but I'm keeping them. Let's get a few of these. That's cultivated. A few honeycomb. Some nobles, some pure nobles. Some more dripping. Get some diligent going. More ancient there. And rocky. I don't know why I keep putting these through. I don't actually need them, but let's go back to where we were. Where were we? Noble and diligent. Yep, that'll get you the ancient. The ancient we need, they're a stepping stone. They're a stepping stone once mixed with noble. They're a stepping stone to this guy. Now, these ones here, I also had a major headache trying to get. These ones here, the mixing the diligent, the noble and the ancient, I kept getting majestic princesses. It was driving me nuts. Not princesses, but bees. It took me forever to get these guys. Eventually I did, and they dropped ancient comb as well. These bees may actually drop more than just what I've been showing you, but so far that's all I've really seen. And they're also, the ancient bee is also, not the ancient bee, what is it, the primeval bee? Anyway, these bees here, they're another stepping stone. I don't really need them, but when I do mix them with a modest, in this case I've used a modest princess. Again, a lot of the cheat sheets do say that the modest has to be the drone. That's not actually how I ended up getting my next bee. I used the modest princess, and that gets you the oily drone. And this is very close to what I want. In fact, I will keep a few of these going through, just for this oily comb. It doesn't drop much of it, these oily drones, and the ancient comb. But it is the ingredient I do want. These are them here. I've actually automated this, and I'll show you how to do it in a future episode. And basically, it's a wooden pipe with a gate on it, or target gate. I've used a few of these in my base. I don't think I've actually shown you how to make them, so I might show you how to make them when I show you this system here. Gold pipe, which goes down into an apiarist. This is the apiarist pipe. And all I've got is any bee is allowed to go up into the apiary, and everything else will go down the bottom line and to here where we have some more oily comb and ancient comb. So it doesn't produce too much of it though, unfortunately. But if we put this stuff over here in the centrifuge, if we can get there. Well, bit of lag. I've still got a diamond chest there I've got to get rid of. Oh well, load. There you go. Yes, if we put this over here, oily comb, you're not guaranteed to get anything out of it. There is no guarantee, but there is a chance of getting oily propolis. Which, there you go, only one of them gave any. Oily propolis, you actually put through the squeezer, and if you look into the liquid duct here, you'll see the black substance. It's exactly what you think it is. Unfortunately, I did not get a capsule or a bucket in here quick enough to collect it, and it went into my pipe. So it's actually going down towards where I have my apple juice, my brown... what is it? What? Oh, that is odd. That was brown dye or something in there. It's now seed oil. I don't want that to be seed oil. No worries, I'll just use this here up first. Yeah, my seed oil here. I've got the pipes connected to the top of these three because I was producing seed oil and apple juice. Apple juice at the moment I don't actually need. I might use it eventually. Obviously I need more tanks to pump the oil and eventually, yeah, you guessed it, fuel. So I have dug a bit of a room out down here, put a few tanks, two different sizes to what I've used up the top there. This here is actually the largest tank available in Railcraft, just over 10 million units. It's a, what's that, a 9 by 9 by 8 is it, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, yeah, 9 by 9 by 8. These ones here are a little bit small, about 4 buckets smaller than the ones up top, I think. Let's see. Oh no, they're more than 4 buckets, 40 buckets. But like this, I can actually put some tanks above them as well, so that's what I was going to do. But yeah, down here, going to probably pump that oil down to one of these tanks and make a lot of fuel. Going to need another one of these tanks if Zocraft hasn't been updated yet in my machine room or below my machine room for my bees so that I can get some liquid DNA. But the machine room, that I actually haven't started on. That'll be future episode. I'm going to go sleep. It's right, you're dead. Flying lags like crazy on this pack. Rip. Yeah, so that's what I've been doing. This here is the reason. This combined with my other half destroying all my bees by accident. We had a good laugh over it. She probably laughed more than me, but it happened. Oh wow, there's a few over there. Let's see. Now, one of the other reasons I've been doing this is tree breeding. I have not actually started... That's right, don't click with the gun. I haven't actually started. I just put a few trees out there because I needed some shade for mushrooms. Some of the bees that I was using needed mushrooms. But, yeah. Flying, glowing spider over there. I wouldn't mind having a little bit of a look at bees. What I'm using here is a grafter. This is how it's made. A piece of bronze and sticks. Bronze is 3 copper and tin. Now, this has a very short lifespan, only 5 clicks, but it's pretty much guaranteed to get you a sapling. And we'll get into bee breeding at a future date. I won't go into it too much, but I'll just quickly have a look at what we've got here. We've got mundane, and balsa. We got nothing. We got nothing. It's just combined this one. No, this one here. And that one there, I think. No others. The bees are being lazy. Yeah, nothing else. Oh, yep, I lied. Oh, yeah, there's a bit of a bug. If you use the very last bit of durability on it, you don't actually get a sapling. Ugh, that's annoying. But anyway, that's where we're up to. We are at the oily drone. Next episode, or whenever I get to it, I will hopefully be showing you how to get to the refined bee from here. Hopefully you've enjoyed this episode, got something from it. A bit of bee breeding. Not the most exciting thing, but once you start, you can't stop. That's Oh yeah, we've got a few of those going. Like I said, once you start, you can't stop. You just keep going. Oh, more stringy, good, good. More dripping, meh. Some ancients in there. More normal honeycomb. Alright, that's the episode. That's it, I promise. That's the end of it. Hopefully you've enjoyed. If you have, hit like, subscribe, and leave a comment. And I will see you next episode. Bye-bye.